Salut! Tu ne crois pas comment ma soirée s'est passée hier? J'étais très contente de moi-même. Comme j'avais dit, je m'inscris à un événement qui s'appelle la Nuit de la lecture et avant d'y aller, j'ai fait une petite recherche en ligne. Je trouvais que c'était un événement non seulement à Hong Kong mais aussi dans les villes en France. En fait, j'étais très nerveuse parce que je ne savais pas s'il y avait des francophones ou seulement des étudiants de français comme moi. En fait, il y avait des francophones, il y avait des natifs qui participaient à l'événement. La première partie est la culture. On devait écrire une petite chose sur le thème la vie en ville ou dans une bonne nuit. Je m'avais dit que n'ayez pas peur, devait être heureux, être courageux, de parler, de faire des vraies conversations avec tout le monde, surtout avec des francophones. Je pensais que je le fais. Je n'avais pas peur de partager mon histoire. J'ai écrit quelque chose en utilisant une métaphore pour décrire Hong Kong comme une mer. J'étais très contente parce que il m'avait donné pas de conseils, de caméra, mais ces sensations après avoir écouté de mon histoire. La deuxième partie, c'est de l'écouter, de lire de la littérature. Après cette partie, j'ai resté faire des conversations avec notre natif pendant 30 minutes. Je pensais que c'était des vraies conversations. J'essayais de parler son français pro de caméras. J'essayais de parler plus naturellement. Je savais que j'ai fait beaucoup de erreurs. J'essayais de comprendre ce qu'elle m'avait dit. J'essayais de m'exprimer ce que je voulais dire. Et c'est pour ça que j'étais très fière de moi-même. Je pensais que mon français progressait parce que avant il prenait beaucoup de temps pour moi pour former les phrases. Voilà. Merci de fois écouté. Hi guys, so now I'm going to repeat everything I've said in English because I'm afraid that I cannot really convey what I really want to say in French. So last night I joined an activity held by Alliance Française at Hong Kong. It's about reading literature, and before the event I did some research online and I realized that it's not only held in Hong Kong but it's also held in different parts in France. Although the theme was the same, the content I found was not quite the same. I remember I read one poster saying that we have to, like the participants have to prepare something to read, prepare one passage that they like the most from any works of literature. So I get panicked because I didn't do that. And it's only an hour before the event, so I quickly did some research and really tried my best to find something that was easy to read. So when I was taking the bus, I was extremely nervous because I know I didn't prepare well. But yeah, when I entered the library in the center, I know I am screwed because there are like two corners in the library, and the right corner was already surrounded by people, and the other part is on my left side. A teacher invited me to go over there, so yeah, I thought why not, so I go there. And when I sat down, I know I was so screwed because it's kind of like a little writing workshop. Actually, before the event, I thought that every participant is a French learner. Like no one is native. It's an activity for French learners, but I was absolutely wrong because two of the participants who sat around the table was native French. They came from Paris, and some other students, some other girls, and they are I guess they were Hong Kong people, but they spoke like very fluent French. And when we were doing their self-introductions, I told the teacher that I am currently at the level of B1, while the others were obviously they said that they were B2 or at the C1. I was so nervous, but I told myself to just try to do everything I can, and don't be afraid to embarrass yourself, don't be afraid to make mistakes, because I have already come. Like, the most important thing is I am willing to try, I'm willing to speak, and I'm not afraid of making mistakes, and that's how I progress, that's how I can learn faster. So during the whole part of the writing part, I really did try my best. No matter it's about reading the passages or even writing a short stories on my own. I'm gonna show you later. And also reading out my stories to the others, listening to the comments, or commenting on other stories. I really tried my best, but the thing that I felt so proud is that I tried to speak without thinking too much, without overthinking about the grammar, because I know for sure I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes. I'm trying to really communicate. It's not about forming questions or forming sentences in my head. I'm really trying to communicate and understand the others. And I was really happy that although my story was short and simple, the others gave me a lot of feedbacks. It's like a cultural exchange. It's not, they didn't talk anything about grammatical mistakes. They discussed the theme with me, and they discussed their feelings after they heard my stories, and I think that really touched me. I have made some friends there, although we didn't exchange contact, but I hope to see them again in the next event. Yeah, that's mostly the first part. And the second part of the event was simpler. It's to sit in a circle and hear someone will read part of the book to us with some emotional, with some performance, like a drama performance, something like that. It's true that I think I only understood like 10% of the story, and I was honest about that. Like, I couldn't really comment on the literature because I only caught some words. But the happiest thing was after the reading part, we talked about like in general reading literatures, the writers we liked, the mutual problems we have when we are learning different languages. The guest shared how she is native French, and how she shared how she encountered difficulties when she was learning Mandarin. And we keep talking, and sometimes it's difficult for me to find the words, but I just follow the flow. I try not to overthink. I try to speak naturally, even though I try my best to convey what I want to say. And I was so happy and so proud that I stayed. Last night is the night that I have spoken the most in French, and the night that I was not too panicked about connecting with native French. One more thing is I was actually happy that they didn't quite slow down their pace of speaking for me. Either way, I think it's a kind gesture for any French learners like me. The point is, I had the feeling that they thought that I could understand what they're saying, and that's why they didn't slow down very much, or maybe perhaps they already have, but yeah, that you know what I mean. So yeah, I am really happy and impressed by the richness of the sharing of everyone, and how different people are so talented in writing, and the way they appreciated the works of literature. So yeah, last night was really memorable for me, and that's why I would like to share with all of you.